All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Kansas City Chiefs. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll go on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go. Blue, landed.
To throw on second down is Smith. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 44 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Flushed out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Chicago. 52 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On second down, here's Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Smith. Throw left side, complete. It's Wells. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 You got three down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Hey, 4 down. Mike 52.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And that's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They snap it to Smith. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wells. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Smith. And that is caught for the touchdown. Kansas City in for the score. And the Chiefs are in for 6. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Here's Hines. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll set up to throw. Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Watch him now, Barney!
After the interception, here's Smith. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Here's Smith on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Giving 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Throw left side complete. It's Wells. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's take it at around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Now Smith. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Smith. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
No gain on the play there, second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, first down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Now a play fake here on first down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 85 yards. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10, Smith again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Smith, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. to throw now on 2nd and 10. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. We're getting closer here now to halftime, and we may need that halftime break just because there hasn't been much of a break in this first half. A lot of points being put up.
Not much room to breathe, is there? Because these guys are going up and down the field. And let's face it, if you're the offensive coordinator for either squad, pretty happy with what you're seeing. If you're the defensive coordinator,
you're not so happy.
You're frantically searching for something that'll work. You're on the headset talking to your assistant. You're checking your play sheet. You're going through your memory banks of all the tape you've watched. You've got to come up with something, anything that'll help slow them down.
Searching for answers. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Set! 319! 319! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Smith going for the deep ball. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
On 3rd down, Smith. That's caught. It's Malone. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Gun!
Smith now. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Gun!
from the gun on third down. Smith is going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Gun, gun!
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hey, we got 3 down. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. I got 8. Detroit!
Now it's Smith. And that is incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect.
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 56 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, brings me right out of my seat.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. They get it to him running left. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Gun!
They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's into the clear. The 40, 30, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. In for the score. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Smith. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's the Chiefs punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions and turning the ball over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Now it's Hines. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to air one out. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Catanzaro out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Play action. It's Smith. And Austin Safarian-Jenkins has it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding room to the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Austin Safarian-Jenkins, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Barrett, on the tackle.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Now, look at 56.
He's back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a poor return exacerbated by a holding call makes this 1st and 10 back inside their own 5. On the give, this is their fullback. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll go again to Jones. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee, can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week.